Buenas, welcome to Conversations with Coco, where today I'm going to be talking about my amazing beat done by my beautiful co-host Diaz.
I mean, look at that sexual chocolate.
Don't get me started. Let's get into it.
Calling to go when I need all the answers. She told me don't worry, I got you, keep dancing. Future is popping as God is a witness. Start a new business, oh I like vision. I told the people accept me for me. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. Excuse my temper, I'm just flowing like trees, like the waves in the ocean. Potion got me pouring. I'm holding the crown, please lay down if you want it. You better come stepping with Curry and Jordan. Trend to the music, don't listen to lyrics. I'm searching through myself to catch up my spirit. Senses is clearer, you whisper, I hear it. I'm getting stronger, yeah, I feel it. Hey, do not come near me with negative energy.
Buenas, welcome to Conversations with Coco. I'm here with my amazing co-host Diaz. So I'm gonna just, edify her a little tiny bit, but I'm gonna let her talk her own story. So Diaz is an amazing colorist here at Love Lane Salon. You've been practicing girl for countless years. She's an expert. Actually, the one person that I went to when I was going back to the blonde here, which I was terrified about. You literally educated me throughout the entire process. I remember the first day that I came, you were like, listen, it's not gonna be like last time. This is why. We talked about shingles, like everything.
Reassessing the trauma.
Literally. Literally. But as a successful colorist, she's also been featured in some really top amazing things like Glamour Magazine, Pop Sugar, Cosmo InStyle, and Refinery 29. And she's also a self-taught yogi and an amazing mother. So now that I had a moment kind of to talk about her, this is our segment where we have the first 90 seconds where we just let you talk your shit. So why don't you kind of talk about yourself a little bit more?
Cool. Hi, I'm Stephanie Diaz. I am a colorist here at Love Lane. I've been here in Jersey City at Love Lane for 1 year. Pre-pandemic, I was working at a corporate salon, Bumble & Bumble, in New York City for 3 years as a colorist. And that was an amazing part of my career. Definitely had a lot of some of the things you listed, being published in Cosmopolitan magazine. All of these things happened inside of that time period. Previously to that, I was building my business in New Jersey and training to be an educator with Aveda. So working with Estee Lauder for a long time really developed and helped me hone my craft a bit, and helped me meet my mentor, and just flesh out all of the different aspects of this industry that I've been lucky enough to be a part of. Right. But now here I am, I'm 30, I'm a single mom, and I am very much focused on realigning all of my time in my life, and where I'm at professionally is really very focused on my client experience. And it's a little bit more of a holistic approach that we take now. I've ascended through the industry doing platform work, education, and now I'm much more focused on my client experience than I am on my own ego show. So it's been a really fun turn and growth in my career. So that's me.
Now let's talk a little bit more about what we're gonna do today.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the hair.
So why don't you tell me, how are you feeling?
So I would love to do today, I wanna go back to dark.
Okay.
A nice chocolate, like
Rich.
She's
a rich bitch now.
Yeah, oof. Talk to me, 2022 energy, okay?
Okay.
But I definitely want to do dark, and I want to do a very modern sleek bob.
Okay, cool.
All even. If it depends, I guess, on my layers, how short you guys would have to go.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I definitely want to bring Karina in to consult with you in your cut. Okay. I think it's really vital, the service that we provide here at Love Lane. We work together really well, the stylist and the colorist, because I am exclusively a colorist here at Love Lane. But that gives us an opportunity to really work the color in with the cut, so they're complementary and they really will make an extra edge for you.
Yes, I'm ready. Awesome. And I feel like I can taste my hair at this point, so let's get it started.
Oh, I want it to be delicious.
Kind of, what even made you get into hair? How did you get started?
Well, I went to a vocational high school in New Jersey. I'm from Sussex County, Northwest New Jersey. I went to Sussex County Technical School, it's called. And I studied cosmetology there. But I actually, random fact, started in computer science because that's what my dad does. And he was like, get a free education. At the time, I didn't have an understanding that you could be a career hairdresser. I felt like it was a job, not a career. That was the exposure that I had had to the industry at that point. And I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do or be, but I knew that I wanted to have a career and not a job. I've always been really motivated to be a professional, whatever that means. So I went to, in my high school, studied starting in 2004, and graduated in 2008 with my license. And at that point, I moved down to New Brunswick. It's a college town, Rutgers University. And I started working in a salon there just while I was going to be going to college. And at that salon was it's no longer there, but it was a network salon, meaning they were aligned with and represented by a bigger brand of Bumble and Bumble. And so that's how I met Bumble and Bumble.
And the pieces just came together from that point.
It became like, oh my God, this
Wow.
whole new world that I didn't even know was an option was presented to me at that point. You know, earlier on when I was working down in New Brunswick and even working in Hoboken after that, I've always had this ability / it's a gift and a curse that I've accelerated very quickly within small businesses. And so when I got into this corporate environment, it was no surprise to me that I was accelerating very quickly beyond the norm because that was what I was used to. But there was definitely, it wasn't as well received as the dream would allow for. You know, there was definitely a little bit of pushback internally, as well as, you know, just the nature of the corporate world, but high-end beauty, it's very competitive.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot about my resilience at that time. I learned a lot about what it means to be inspired by someone that you don't actually personally like. And I learned a lot just about professionalism in general, you know, how to push through these glass ceilings and accelerate quickly without ruffling any feathers.
100%. I think I want to get a little bit more into that,
Cool.
especially not only as a woman within a corporate industry, but also as a Latina. So I kind of want to get a little bit more into the trials and tribulations that you've personally experienced, because I think it's important for people to realize, you know, in this resilience, just like you said, is the biggest pillar in entrepreneurship.
Absolutely. I mean, talking about my Latina culture, you know, my father is Cuban, and very proudly my grandparents migrated here, my grandfather on a boat. In becoming a team member at Bumble and Bumble, you know, my first name is Stephanie, and not uncommon that when you work in a salon environment, you have to have your own independent name. So if there's another person working in the business that shares your name, you have to choose a stage name. And at that point in time, I had already established my business. I had a loyal client following. I was looking to evolve, not just change. And so it was a little bit of a weird moment for me to be like, I don't know who I am if I'm not Stephanie, right? But that was when I dropped Stephanie, had my full Madonna Mo, and became Diaz. And how I didn't realize at the moment, because I had actually just traveled to Cuba the year prior, so I was very much more connected with my heritage and proud to be representing my family in this corporate world, especially as a woman, to be able to represent my family professionally in a creative industry in the biggest and best city in the world. There's definitely a pride there to also going by the name of Diaz and being this, you know, emulation of my family.
Okay, we're gonna play our first game.
Okay.
So the first game that we have is called Tell Me How You Really Feel.
Okay, I will.
So of course, I knew it, girl. Big Scorpio energy.
I can't help it.
Fluid fashion.
Fluid fashion, a million. You know, I'm queer, and I absolutely, the deeper I dive into my own personal journey of my identity and what it means to be the person that I am, you know, every single day I wake up and I say, who am I today? You know, and I feel grateful to have that opportunity. You know, today I felt like being a little sexy for you on camera.
Yes, I love it.
You said be a vibe, so I was.
Yes.
But then I also had this like very mask kind of alternative outfit set aside in case that was my energy today. And I encourage people to explore that, you know, like your outfit is the first piece of art that you make every day. So be whoever the fuck you want,
Right.
you know?
I agree 100%. I love that you bring that up. And I guess technically I'd be categorized as straight, and I feel the same way. I love, oh my goodness, mask clothes. Like, I'm super into a streetwear look.
Oh my
Super.
God, you got the shoe game though, dude.
Girl, listen, I don't play when it comes to the
Oh
kicks,
my
okay?
God.
Digging a little deeper, and how about we do love?
Love. Love is love. We love love. What do you want to know about love?
I mean, first I would like to know your definition of it.
Love. Ooh, my definition of love. Love is beauty, love is care, love is kindness and acceptance and wholeness. Love is being caught and being understood and being seen and heard. That's love for me.
Tell me how you really feel.
I mean,
There we go. No, I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. Okay, COVID.
ugh, God, please let it be over.
Yeah, right.
I feel, you know, it's such an interesting thing because now, obviously, like I said, it's a shared experience, something that we have all gone through, but that doesn't mean we've all had the same experience. So, you know, in my line of work, I have to be very careful and very mindful of, you know, people's feelings. You know, it's not just about what my client has gone through or thinks. It's about what anyone that's in earshot has experienced, and you just never know. So very cautious to not be, you know, heartless, because I respect and appreciate, I'm grateful I haven't had to lose anyone, you know, through this time, which is knock on all things wood, you know. But yeah, you know, I am very grateful for this time. As I said earlier, it's given me this new lease on time management, you know, when it was the ultimate reset of taking everything away and then slowly incorporating living back in, and what that looked like, and realizing that it could look like anything that I wanted or needed it to, that there was no right way, and I didn't need to fit inside of any box. I could create my own box.
Amen.
But it definitely was obviously a big change in my career. Definitely what is this kind of always looming fear now of like, am I going to be told that I can't go to work? You know? So I started my career in 2008 when there was a recession, and you know, this is a recession-proof industry. People will always take care of themselves, but it is not a pandemic-proof industry. So all that being said, looking forward to just moving forward as a collective, for sure.
Multiple streams of income.
Multiple streams of income. I mean, obviously brilliant. The more you can diversify your funds, the better luck you will have in being successful. You know, me personally, yoga is kind of like this weird thing, right? So I'm working on getting certified right now.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. It's definitely, it's a goal that I'm working out. But it's never, when I started, you know, sharing my practice, it wasn't for the sake of a new revenue stream. It was more so for the sake of sharing positivity, not to sound toxic, but providing this, like, right, providing this space of safety and wellness and normalizing this share. And also literally, I close my practice every time with, you showing up for you makes me show up for me. So it's accountability at the end of the day.
Love that.
But would I love to be able to expand my income? Who wouldn't?
Oh yes, okay. Of course.
So potentially one day, but as it stands right now, my yoga classes are completely complimentary, because it's more of a practice sharing is the way that I approach it. But yeah, I mean, if anybody listening has an opportunity to diversify their income, the more options, the better. You know, you can never have too much. You can never be too comfortable.
And the last one for this game is parenting.
Parenting, the most beautiful part of my life. You know, my daughter Savannah, like I said, she's 8. She's a Cancer. Woo!
Oh, girl. Ooh, girl. God said, you better learn your lesson today.
I have been telling everyone forever that I am not worried about her in the world. I am worried about the world, because she's gonna fuck it up. But she's taught me so much about patience. And, you know, I mean, even recently, my focus personally, I've been doing a lot of personal growth, understanding traumas, understanding, and this is a lot of the stuff that I talk about with my clients even. But through this work, I've even noticed, you know, we have generational trauma that we've learned, and then when you become a parent, there are some instinctual things that you will pass on if you're not being present and mindful and observing yourself. So, you know, being her mother has made me a better person because I'm conscious of, again, the effect that I have on the world, and she is the beacon of that.
I love that. So I have an interesting question for you.
Sure, ask away, baby.
Right. So with your journey and all the paths that you take, all the adversities that you take in, all that good stuff, would you suggest the entrepreneurship lifestyle for your daughter?
That's a really good question. It gave me chills, actually.
That's the point. Yes, I did.
You know, she has made mention, first of all, she's so fucking brilliant.
Oh, God.
If you ask her what she wants to be when she grows up, her answer is, well, I don't really dream of working, so
a woman after my own heart. A woman after my own heart.
And, you know, again, talking about that conditioning, like, I have to stop myself and bite my tongue by not saying, well, you better find a rich man to take care of you, because no, you better just figure out how to make some quick money so that you can take care of yourself and still support your lifestyle dreams. So, you know, I think that obviously we want more for our children than we have, and I think it's very common that a parent will push their child away from the path that they've taken because we already know what that looks like, and we just want them to have a better, more opportunity and experience. But ultimately, my grandmother is a very big influence for me, and she told me when I told her I wanted to stop going to college and be a hairdresser, she said, she made me a deal, a timeline, and she said, you can't be a starving artist.
Karina.
Hi.
Long time no see.
Yes, it's been a little bit.
Great. Let's talk about the hair. You're just edifying me because of how long it got. So let's
It got so long. It's crazy.
talk to me a little bit more about yourself and kind of like your journey here at Love Lane.
Okay, awesome. So I've been doing hair for about 7 years, and I went to beauty school actually in Union City, Total Image Beauty Academy.
Nice.
So I went to school there, I graduated. I always knew what I wanted to do my whole life. I always knew that I wanted to be in the creative beauty industry. I've always loved it. And so, yeah, I went to beauty school right after high school. And then immediately after that, after I graduated, I worked at a salon in Hoboken for about 4 years.
Nice.
And then, and then after that, I kind of wanted to do my own thing. I was freelancing for a little bit. And I also do makeup, so I was doing a lot of makeup and things like that. And then it was kind of funny. I've always done weddings and things like that. So one of the girls that I worked with in my salon in Hoboken, we kind of left around the same time and both did our own thing. And one time we were doing a wedding, and she was like, so, like, what are you up to? What are you doing now? Like, what's up? Are you going in the salon? Like, what's happening? And I was like, no, I'm just kind of freelancing. And she's like, all right, well, she was working here at the time. So she's like, all right, come to Love Lane. Like, you know, we would love to have you. I think you would be a great addition. And then kind of the rest is history. I was like, okay, sure.
Wow.
And just came here, and it's been an amazing, amazing time. I couldn't be happier with the team and, you know, how talented everyone is. You constantly learn every day. And it's great meeting new people and being back in the salon and kind of just getting back in the groove and stuff. So I've been here for 2 years, about 2 years, 2.5. And I couldn't be happier. I feel like it's just such a great fit. I love Jersey City.
Love it.
So it's really awesome. I love it here.
When it came to you getting into hair and kind of really doubling down on yourself, like making the decision that, like, you know, whatever anybody else says, like, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna, this is my path. Were there moments where you kind of felt like, fuck, this isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Especially after my first salon experience, especially right after beauty school, that was my first, you know, like I said, salon experience. So that was all I knew. And so after I left, I was like, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if this is what I want to do. I knew I always wanted to be in this industry, but there's so many umbrellas in the beauty field. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that. And then really when I came here to Love Lane, I that instantly went out the window. I was like, no, this is for me. This is what I want to do. I love making people feel good about themselves and feel confident. That's super important to me. And I was like, no, this is for me, definitely.
I love that. One thing that's very apparent about Love Lane is you guys have just a completely different type of culture here. Do you feel as if just the work culture and just the environment is what even made you pursue your passion even further?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And also having like-minded people working with you, you know what I mean? You get even more motivated and even more encouraged to do that and to, you know, I don't know, it's really important to have a team behind you and to have a team that is also, like I said, like-minded and really go-getters and really have that same kind of vision. It makes it easier for you. You know what I mean? It makes it easier to kind of execute that and, you know, I feel like stay in your power when that's the case.
Amen. There's, do you know who John Maxwell is? He's like
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I love him. I love John Maxwell. One of the things that he said was, a big dream with a bad team is just a nightmare.
Exactly.
Like so spot on. Like.
Absolutely. And I also believe, like, you know, in the workforce in general, you spend a good majority of your time with the people you work with. You spend more time at work than you do at home most of the time. So having people around you that, you know, push each other and, you know, kind of like a family environment, it really makes it that much better to execute your dreams and to be motivated and all of that stuff. It really makes a difference in my opinion. So having a team, solid team behind you, it's really nice. It's really, really nice.
I agree 100%. For you, you were just talking about how the beauty industry has so many different outlets.
Absolutely.
What's kind of your favorite, like your number one passion when it comes to being in the beauty industry?
So I really love the bridal umbrella in my opinion. I really love that because it's really special to me being a part of someone's special day, you know, and being a part of you know, their wedding day. That's such a big day and they remember that forever. And I love that. And I'm very passionate about styling particularly. And I also do makeup as well. So it's really, really fun for me to kind of make them feel special. And like, that's my whole thing, especially just being in this industry, is very important to me to make people feel good about themselves and, you know, boost self-confidence, because it can be harder for some people than others, you know, to have that within themselves. So if I can be a light to them in any way, that's a, you know, a win in my book.
Right. It's like getting paid in tenfolds. You know what I mean? Like not all of your compensation is monetary.
Absolutely.
Know? And especially on such a big day, I could imagine.
Oh my goodness. It's really, really special.
I went to my first wedding ever this year.
Really? How was that?
I was in it. My best friend had gotten married to her soulmate.
I love that.
And it was life-changing for me. Like, honestly, I had such a idea of marriage. The only like successful marriage I've ever seen in my life is actually my parents. But everybody else that I know, it's just like not a thing. So I never went to, and also my family's from Jersey City, so I never went to a wedding. Like funerals, baby showers, oh yeah, got those on deck. But weddings is not a thing. So for the first time when I had gone and just being with the glam team, like it is so important. You're so, especially the bride, like, and her mom, you're so high stress the whole day.
Oh my goodness, like, yes, and exactly, and especially if I can be that little piece for them, like you're good, you're getting pampered, you're doing your thing, like, you know what I mean, just feel beautiful like the queen you are, and we're gonna rock out, you know what I mean, the day's gonna go, and also too, it's like, I'm starting their day, you know what I mean, they're coming to us first to get ready, so it's like, if I can bring that little piece to them, like, listen, this day's gonna go smooth, this is gonna be awesome, like, and if I can relax them a little bit and get them in their mindset, like, forget it. Yeah, the rest is history. Smooth. Yeah.
And then they're drunk with their airbrush on, lit.
Lit.
Beautiful ladies. I appreciate you guys both so much for not only jumping on this platform, for being transparent about your process, and more importantly, for slaying my life. Now I'm about to be a whole new person going into it.
Girl.
But before we wrap up, I did want to give you guys an opportunity. If there's anything else that you wanted to share, highlight, and then we're going to talk about how to contact you guys for your services, and then we're going to close it up.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, you know, when it comes to being a client, the most important thing you can do is just do your research, you know, find boundaries of what you're looking for, because every operator is going to be different, every service provider.
Entirely.
So just knowing, like, I want, you know, title of service, right? But I like this one, but I don't like this one, and they both are meaning the same thing. Then we get a visual, then we can understand where you would like to live within that range. So that's really important.
Yeah.
Research.
Love that, love that. Well, before we wrap it up, guys, is there any way that they can get in contact with both of you ladies directly for your services, maybe your IGs, anything like that? And then obviously highlight the new booking, which I saw on the website. How to book you guys on there?
Yeah, well, my Instagram is at Karina Rivera with 3 I's in Karina, so that's cool.
My Instagram is at Diaz, D-I-A-Z _hair. Our salon Instagram is at Love Lane Salon. And then it's lovelanesalon.com is our website. When you go on our website, when you go for booking, we each have our booking on our Instagrams, but you can also go through the website. It breaks down our specific profiles as well as our specialties.
Yes.
And when we say what our specialty is, it doesn't mean that we're not able to do things outside of this box, but it's our preferred service offerings, you know? So you won't find, if someone wants a lived-in color, they won't be directed to me, they'll be directed to another colorist, which again, streamlines all of the processes. But then, yeah, the website, and don't ever call us, we don't answer the phone.
Text, DM, message,
text messages.
emails.
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies, so much again.
Thank you for
I
having
appreciate
us.
you. Thank you for having me. What?
Thank you for providing us the canvas so we can make the art.
Clearly, anytime. It was amazing speaking with you guys, and we will catch you guys next time on Conversations with Coco.
Calling to go when I need all the answers. She told me don't worry, I got you, keep dancing. Future is popping, as God is a witness. Start a new business, always like vision. I told the people accept me for me. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. Excuse my temper, I'm just flowing like trees, like the waves in the ocean. Potion got me pouring. I'm holding the crown, please lay down if you want it. You better come stepping with Curry and Jordan. Trend to the music, don't listen to lyrics. I'm searching through myself to catch in my spirit. Senses is clear.